feel good. You know, this is a lot of days resting and getting treatment, but also, you know, finally feeling good to actually being out there with my teammates, preparing again. You know, it's just a totally different mindset than being in the training room, than being out on the court and watching film. And so it's just, now it's time to get started and you know, go out, roll the basketball out, and we go play.
That sounds simple enough. We want to welcome in from Phillips Arena, covering tonight's Game 1 for TNT, our Rachel Nichols. Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Hello. How you guys doing out there?
Great. Great to have you here.
We're near here, I guess. Not even out there.
We're not far. We're never that far away. The number one story coming in, the status of Kyrie, and what can you add to that? And will we see a marked difference from the last time we saw him limping off the floor in Chicago on Thursday?
Well, you got to hope he's better than that, right? I spoke to Kyrie for a while this morning, and he said really the revelation is that the left side of his body, which were really compensation injuries, that's what's healed up the most. Remember, he had that right foot injury, got that in the first round against Boston, and then as happens when you play on an injured foot, the other side starts to compensate, and he developed tendonitis in the left knee, and that's what has really healed up as he's had these few days. Now, I will say, after a few days rest, everyone is going to feel better. The people around the Cleveland organization that I've spoken to have said, what we're waiting to see is that first time that he really has to accelerate, the first time that he gets tested. Is he going to go right back to square one, or is that rest going to be able to bolster him through this series? But you want him to be better than he was, and that's where he is if you're this Cleveland team.
Rachel, when you talk about Kyrie, has LeBron given him any advice in terms of what to expect in the Eastern Conference Finals, what to look for, and how to try to play through these injuries?
Yeah, you know, I mean, look, you know better than anyone, the whole level changes. The first two rounds versus this round, then versus, of course, the NBA Finals. And LeBron has talked to his teammates about that. LeBron and Kyrie in particular, their relationship has really grown in recent months. They've both been very open about the fact. I sat down with LeBron yesterday and he said, hey, there was this wall. Anytime you have a stranger, basically, someone you barely know, you're going to be a little bit reserved with them. You're not quite sure how to take things. But after a season of being together, being on the road together, wanting to work toward this common goal, they have become real, absolute friends. And that means that they can talk about stuff. And Kyrie said he has been going to LeBron for advice on how to play hurt, how to play at this level. Now, of course, there's only so much you can tell someone. Part of it you got to learn by doing, and he's going to be able to do that tonight.
And Rachel, speaking of friends, a lot of times it's hard for players to call their head coach a friend. But LeBron's been through this process now 5 times in a row. How much would you say he's helped out Coach Blatt, being a rookie coach, knowing he's never been down this road before?
Well, I think their relationship has grown as well. I think when they both first started together this season, and you definitely felt a little tension now and again, hey, you don't know what to expect out of this guy. It's not like he's been around the NBA for years, coming in from outside the country, but they have learned to trust each other. And there was so much made of what happened during the Bulls series when LeBron said, oh, I scratched out the play that was called where he hit the eventual game winner, the buzzer beater. That was more of a conversation, and both of them will come forward and say, look, we got in the huddle. David Blatt said, hey, let's do this. And he was going to have LeBron inbound the ball because he thinks he's the team's best passer. And LeBron said, no, I see a hole in the defense here. You just give me it in a catch and shoot position and I will make it. Those conversations don't happen if there isn't a good relationship, because then the coach would say to the player, no, you're going to do it my way. LeBron has made it clear it's not like I refused to do the play that he sent in. We had an actual discussion. So while that was taken as, gee, there's conflict there, both of the guys involved insist it is a sign of cooperation. Of course, it's all of us up to us to judge which it is, but they say that it's a sign actually that the relationship is pretty good.
All right, Rachel, thank you very much. Sounds like you might be playing hurt.
Yes,
are you okay?
Sound better, Rachel.
This
You sound
Georgia
better.
pollen, guys. Come on, can't you clean this up for me?
I love that. We need those minutes tonight, so we need to.
All right.
All right, Rachel Nichols,
I'll
thank you.
throaty.